evening, everyone. Today I'm going to discuss parts of a flower. First, the parts of a flower have a receptacle, sepals, petals, stamen, filament, anther, pistil, style, and stigma. We're going to learn what are they for or what part are they. So number 1, the receptacle. The receptacle is the enlarged upper end of a flower, the stalk which bears the flowers or group of flowers. Number 2, sepals. Sepals are modified leaves which enclose and protect the other parts of a flower when it is still a bud. When the flower blooms, the sepals support the bottom of the flower. A group of sepals is called calyx. Number 3. Form the most obvious part of a flower. Petals from the most obvious part of a flower. Most petals are brightly colored to attract insects. For pollination, a group of petals is called corolla. Number 4. Stamen. The stamen is the male part of a flower. It consists of the filament and the anther. The filament hold the anther in a position tall enough to release the pollen. The anther consists of 2 lobes that contain pollen sacs. Pollen sacs have pollen grains that are released by the anther. They mature. Number 5. The pistil. The pistil is the female part of a flower. It consists of the stigma, style, and ovary. The style is a stalk that connects the stigma to the ovary. It is tall enough to trap pollen grains. The stigma is a swollen structure or pollen grains. The mature stigma secretes a fluid that simulates the pollen grains to germinate. Now I'll ask you a few questions about what I discussed. If you want to answer, raise your hand. Number 1. It consists of 2 lobes that contain pollen sacs and pollen grains. Now, what's your answer? Anyone? Lily.
Anther.
Your answer is correct. Let's move on to the number 2. It is the male part of a flower. And what's your answer? Everyone? Anyone? Anyone? Miguel. Miguel. Miguel.
Stamen.
Very good. Number 3. It contains the female gametes or sex cells called ovum. What's your answer? Anyone who wants to answer? Javern. Style. Very good. Number 4. What refers to a collective term for sepals of a flower? What's your answer? Anyone? Mercado. Javern. 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 contains the female gametes or sex cells called ovum? What's the answer? Rizel.
Style.
Very good. So, number 4. What refers to a collective term of sepals of a flower? What's the answer? Yes, Rizel. What's the answer? Anyone? Yes, Kaylee. Kaylee.
Solids.
Very good. We're going to move on number 5. What does it call when it's swollen structure at the end of the styles? What does it call when it is a swollen structure at the end of the styles? Razel? Razel?
Stigma.
Pardon? Ano ulit, Razel? Well? Anyone? What does it call when it is a swollen structure at the end of the style? The answer is stigma. Thank you for listening, everyone. Thank you. Bye.